Am I live yet? I am live. I wasn't sure. Hi, how are you today? We are going to do a live session. I'm going to answer some questions. I've also got some questions that have already been submitted. If you are interested in having a question answered on a future live video, or even just a video in general, you can always email me at VeronicaIsles@gmail.com. Just say you're interested in having me answer it on a video. I won't just take questions at random if you contact me. So you don't have to worry. All of my emails are in fact confidential. So that's always good to know. So thanks so much for coming. And I'm excited to answer some questions. We're going to start with some that were submitted to me. And they are questions about a specific person. Now, this can be a specific person of any sorts: crush, an ex, friends with benefits, long distance relationship, online relationship, any kind of relationship. So there are no limitations as to what you can attract. It doesn't even have to be a love relationship. It could try to be healing a broken friendship, healing any type of broken relationship. Okay, so I am going to start with some questions I already have. This person said, let me just adjust the screen. Oh, there we go. That works. Okay, so this question says that they have a question about not having a specific person in mind. So how do you go about manifesting a partner when you don't have any specific person in mind? And I think that this is an interesting one because while many of you may have a specific person in mind, you also might not be absolutely sure that that is in fact the specific person that you want. Like maybe you're kind of wishy-washy on it. I mean, maybe some of you are 100% positive. Maybe there's some of you that aren't. So I would say to always set the standard for the highest and best for yourself. Like, for example, you want these particular qualities. I want a person to treat me in this particular way. Make a list. This can be a mental list, an actual list. It can be any kind of list. Don't be afraid to ask for the particular things that you want. And this exercise can actually be helpful if you do have a specific person in mind too, because it can actually attract them to be better and to do better. Because what you're doing is you're saying to yourself, well, this is the kind of person that I want to be in my life in a romantic relationship with. This is the kind of relationship that I absolutely want to have. This is the kind of relationship I expect for myself. This is the kind of thing I expect the other person to do, to say, to be. And this can work in terms of just attracting somebody randomly. It can work in terms of attracting someone in your life to do better. So this really can help all sorts of different situations. And it can even help even if you have like more than one person in mind, which I know some of you do. Okay, so let's get on to the next question that I have, and then I'm going to take some live questions. So, what is your opinion on claims that getting really good at meditation to calm the mind is a necessary step to manifest what we want? So while I think meditation is super helpful, like it can make you feel super good, I don't think it's a requirement. Like you do not have to be a meditation master in order to manifest anything. There are plenty of people that are manifesting great things in their life that never meditate and would consider meditating and wouldn't even think to do it. And that's because they're already calm in a sense. They've already aligned as these experiences as being part of their life. Now, manifesting is just aligning. You believe that these experiences are truth in your life, can be a part of your life. That's all alignment is. It's not some fancy magic word. It's not something that requires meditation. Meditation can be awesome. It can be fun. It can be beneficial to a relaxed state of mind, which can help you get into the feeling of being abundant in these particular experiences, but it's not a requirement. Okay, so last pre-recorded question, or do I have two more? No, just one more. Okay. So, and thank you to these people who submitted these questions. I really do appreciate them. So like I said, I'm always open to suggestions. They can really help make this channel an awesome place. So in what way does a specific person that we have no contact with actually receive the energetic vibrations we send out through affirmations, visualizations, and self-love? So I believe that we are always sending out vibrations to everyone around us. Not only romantic partners, but friends, people we work with, potential clients, just people everywhere, neighbors. Like we're always sending out a vibration. because we're always thinking and feeling. Whether or not you do conscious affirmations, visualizations, or self love, you're constantly giving out a vibration. So, for example, when you do something positive, like positive affirmations, positive work on self love, you're giving out a new vibration of yourself that's suddenly more empowered. It's suddenly more special. It's suddenly more sure of yourself. It's more attractive. So it's no longer kind of the blah vibration you were giving before, maybe the self defeated vibration you were giving before. It's so much more empowered and special. And for example, the people around us are always picking up on our vibrations energetically because we're all intuitive, we're all connected. We're all connected by the same substance. We all come from the same substance, the same creative energy and force of consciousness. So your specific person is always getting something from you, whether you mean to or not. So when you start doing some good stuff, then they start getting more empowered feelings from you. And maybe they'll like run into your name randomly, or they will see something that reminds them of you, or they'll be inspired to contact you. Like, isn't that exciting? So that's why we do stuff like that. We do self love to show that we're important. Because you want to send out the vibration that you're important and that they should contact you because you're somebody special. You do not want to send out, the vibration of I suck. I'm a loser, this person, I'm, boring and I'm no good. Like, why would they contact you then? Like, it wouldn't make any sense. You wouldn't contact somebody that was sending out that vibration. Okay, so thank you so much for the wonderful people that submitted these questions. I actually think the last two were from one person, and the other one, I can't remember who they were from. Like I said, I never reveal names, never do it unless you specifically want me to. So if you specifically say, I have this question and please mention my name, then I will do it. Otherwise, I don't mention names. Okay. Your voice cheers me up. Awesome. I'm glad. And that's what these sessions are for, these live sessions especially, because we can all come together and we can all kind of feed off of one another's energy. So it's like we're all like coming together to say, you know what, it's time to manifest our goals and dreams. You're here to manifest a specific person. I've got things, I've already got my specific person, but I've got other things I want to manifest. It's like we're all coming together in this energy. We're just all feeling it and we're all just going to make it happen together. So that's why these sessions can really pump up your mood. You're supposed to get inspired, like, when the session is over, like I'm ready to do something in my life. Okay. Can we make a person commit if he is married? Well, I think that there's really no limitations as to what you can achieve. So sure, but what do you believe? What I believe and what you believe are two separate things. What I believe about your situation doesn't really matter that much because I'm not manifesting for you. You're manifesting for you. So do you look to limitations or do you look to possibilities of love? It's totally up to you. Do you believe changing the story is key to manifesting? Yes, absolutely. In fact, I've got an old video I made called Stories We Tell. I am going to actually post that link after I'm done with the session. Let me just make a note of it. Because I think that the stories we are telling, we're always telling something in our mind. You need to start telling a new story. Because whether you realize it or not, you are the author of your mind. You think anything you want in your mind, no one's stopping you but you. And it's time to start telling a new empowered story, this new love story, where your specific person is like bringing you flowers, doing these amazing things, saying they're sorry. They can't wait to see you. They want to be with you. Like, that's an amazing story, right? Instead, you might like think about like a television station. Like, that's like the love station. That's like the happy Lifetime movies, the Hallmark station. You might have it on like the horror station right now where you are just, you're making your life into this gruesome slasher fest of emotion where you are the victim and you are horrible and all these awful things are happening to you. Like, you got to get off that station. You got to start writing, start scripting in your mind every single time you're having a thought. And when I say scripting, I don't mean necessarily writing down scripting. I'm talking about all the thoughts that you're having all day long. Because you're having so many thoughts. Like, you can't stop your mind from thinking. It won't stop. It just keeps going. This keeps going and going and going and going. And you see stuff around you, you're forming opinions, like you see somebody on the street and maybe you like what they're wearing, or maybe you think they look dumb, or maybe you think they look unusual, or maybe they remind you of somebody else, but like you're having these opinions of everything around you. If you're watching TV, you're having opinions of advertisements, movies, music, stuff around you, random stuff. Start using your mind consciously and start making some opinions that put you as the hero of your story instead of the victim. The victim is an awful place to be. And even if you've been the victim your whole life, like you've had all these victim experiences, you need to start rewriting it because the world around you may be a certain way, but you have the choice how to respond, how to react. If you ideally want a better result, like you want to be with a specific person, maybe right now they're rejecting you, maybe they don't want to have anything to do with you, maybe it's really discouraging, but you can realize you deserve an amazing relationship and you can start thinking from a standpoint of that instead of feeling a reaction to that sort of defeatedness and sort of the victim role of bad results. So you can take on sort of the hero role before it changes. And then it's amazing how it naturally changes around you. But you have to change within first. You have to commit to that new way of being before it can actually change. And you can't sit around waiting like, oh, why hasn't it changed yet? Can't do that. Just have to commit to this idea of I deserve the best. I deserve the best relationship ever. Ever. I deserve somebody to adore me. Like, is this person good enough for me? Imagine getting to pick, not waiting around until they'll have you. Because that sounds like, you're not important. Like you're willing to just wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. That's no good. Yeah, somebody just said they've been waiting. People tend to do that, but that's not how you're going to get the results. You're going to get the results by empowering yourself and saying, I deserve the best. Okay. Can I manifest a guy I've never met, but chatted for a while to text me again? After almost a month, sure. Like this person just gave me so many details, like they were kind of unnecessary, like almost a month. That's like saying because it's been a month, like it can't happen. Of course it can happen. And you've never met before. Okay. So you could manifest meeting. Like don't give me all the like reasons why these are things are potentially against you. Instead, say, can I manifest him back because we had an awesome connection? Like where's that part of the question? Like we had such an awesome connection and I know we could be good together and I know if we met, we'd just click. Those are the things you want to focus on. You don't want to focus on the potential issues, the potential problems. You want to focus on the reasons why you should be together and you should get a better result. Okay. Oh, someone said, thank you. You're welcome. Can I manifest someone who I had a bond before, but not now? Yes. You manifested that bond originally. That didn't happen by chance. That didn't happen by some sort of random occurrence. It happened because you aligned with this idea of having a bond and you drew it into your life because it was truth. You believed it. You believed in that bond. And likewise, you manifested the unraveling of that bond. Like it manifested because maybe you got insecure or maybe you got afraid it would go away. Those are really common things. Like when things are going really well, we start to worry. Because we're like, uh-oh, it's going so well, it'll probably go away. Or this person will get tired of me or realize I'm not that great. This is why when you have something good going, you got to keep pumping it up and emphasizing it and saying, you know what? It's going to keep going on because they need me. Like they manifested me too. Like, for example, this person who asked about the question about the bond, like the other person manifested the bond with you too. So like imagine they're craving that bond again. They're missing you. They're seeing things that remind them of you. What if you keep manifesting relationships, let's see, with what looks like you want, but it turns out to be the wrong person? My ultimate goal is to attract a relationship with the perfect person. Well, I say just keep trying. Like if you keep manifesting the same sucky results, say to yourself, well, what is it that I'm sort of feeling like I'm worth only this? Start feeling, you know what? I'm worth the perfect person. I'm not worth these disappointments. I'm moving far beyond it. And that is no longer part of my story. My story is I get the perfect person and we live happily ever after. The struggle is over. It's time to actually be in the next chapter of my life. I think I was manifested back into someone's life. Yeah. I mean, we're co-manifesting. We're all bouncing off, these feelings, these thoughts, vibrations off of I'm bouncing them off of you right now. You're manifesting me. All of you manifested me to be here. I manifested you to be here. We both did it to each other. So not only am I manifesting, but you're manifesting me. So we're doing it like together because we're all like the same creative, amazing substance in this beautiful world. I mean, isn't that amazing just to think about it? Like we're all together. Okay. The person I love does not talk to me. I'm sorry. And it's been a month already. But I try to manifest a message from him, but it never works. I'm desperate. You can't be desperate. Honestly, it won't ever work if you're desperate. You need to not need it so badly. Yes, it's okay to want it. You don't have to give up your desire. You have to give up all that neediness, that desperation, that like, oh my God, I can't go on until I hear from him. Like, you can't do that. You need to wake up in the morning for you. And you need to get your mind off of him. I'm not talking about moving on. I'm talking about moving to a place where he can actually contact you. Like nobody ever gets that message in the desperate state. Like I've said this before, I'll say it again. Like you never hear a success story where someone came back because you were so desperate and crying and that's when they contacted you. Like that never works. And if you do get contacted at that time, usually you just end up repeating the same mistakes over and over again because you're not actually out of the state. Like you need to be in a new state where it's like, wow, he can worship me. Like how much of that are you thinking about? Instead of I'm so desperate, I need this so bad, it's not working, it's not working, it's not working. Um, Please help me, Veronica, I'm trying. Honestly, I have almost 300 videos and I've been highlighting some of my old ones because I noticed they don't get much views. Honestly, if you watch every single one of my videos, like there is something you will find that you will connect with. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying that I have so many videos. It's actually mind blowing how many I have released. And Rocky just came by. My cat. So sorry. I'm petting him over here. He wanted to say hi. He's gonna go. He's baking bread on his blanket over there. He's kneading it. He might say hi. Okay. So, but what I was saying is that if you want help, like you don't need to get one-on-one coaching from me. Like you can if you want to. I'm happy to. But like you could watch all these videos and get all the information you need. You don't even have to watch all of them, honestly, but there is like a video for pretty much everything. I love a person that doesn't love me back. How can I manifest him? You need to see yourself as someone to be loved. Usually when someone isn't loving you back and it's this unrequited love, this like sad story, it's usually that you are not really believing in yourself, seeing yourself as somebody to be reciprocated in this way. Like you feel sort of this lack about yourself that you can't be loved. And I know this because I used to be there. That used to be me. I used to think I could never, ever be loved. And I wasn't actually until like, my entire life, like more of my life was like these sucky results. And then I finally got it. And I finally realized that I was worth everything. And I had been making things so hard on myself. And I was just putting this other person on a pedestal, me wanting to love them, but not realizing that I needed to be the one on the pedestal to receive love. So a lot of times you're so willing to give love, you don't know how to receive it. And you don't give that person a chance to give it to you. You like smother them, not just with actions, but with energy. And that's usually why the other person rejects you, pushes you away. Work on self-love, because if you can honestly see why you can be loved, then you can attract this other person to love you. And you got to get out of that desperate state too. Like you can't need their love in order for you to be able to exist. You want their love because it's beautiful, because that's amazing. Of course you deserve to be loved, but you don't want to need it to such a degree that it controls your life, that like if you don't have their love, like you are miserable. You do not want to be controlled in that way. To enjoy life, absolutely. What if I manifested her rebound away? Okay. Manifested her reaching out shortly after I got blocked out of nowhere. Manifesting being unblocked just doesn't seem to work. Of course it can work. You manifested all this other stuff. You probably just haven't given it enough time yet. A lot of times we think it didn't work. And a lot of times you like throw in the towel right before it was about to happen. Like you don't want to do that. So a lot of times people give up or they think it didn't work because they're so miserable. They're like exhausted. They're like, I'm trying to manifest this. I'm trying to manifest this. It's not working. I'm so exhausted. Well, if you're that exhausted, like you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to enjoy the manifesting process because you're aligning with this beautiful experience. So it's supposed to be amazing. It's not supposed to be a struggle. Okay. What if he doesn't want a commitment like I do? And I do. Well, I think I have like a few recent videos on manifesting commitment. You can manifest a commitment. People change their mind. Don't force them, but just allow and say, you know what? I deserve a commitment and I'm not taking this. In fact, I recently had a success story. Someone that I was working with finally got a commitment, went from friends to benefits to committed relationship. And like any of you can do that too if you're in that situation. Like it's not that hard. This person just focused on it and it happened and I watched it happen and I help a lot of people get to the goal. And it's fun when they get to the goal during the coaching sessions with me because it's like, it's being able to see it in progress. A lot of times it happens after I finish coaching someone, but whenever it does happen, it's always great to see. So I'm always happy to hear about your success story, even if you don't want me to sort of blab about it. I don't have to talk about it. But I think that, it inspires others. And again, it's always confidential with me, so you don't have to worry. I won't give any specific details. I will say, though, it happens all the time. If you want commitment, I'm somebody who's worth a commitment. I'm not going to take this anymore. I'm not going to be with you if you're not going to give me that commitment. I'm going to stay true to the fact that I am important in your life and you're going to need me more. And I'm going to go off and I'm going to have fun doing my own thing. And you're going to beg to be in a commitment with me. Okay, so I am going to close up for now. Do expect more videos. I just released a video on getting into your dream college. Expect a weight loss visualization video coming up. Also, a video on how to manifest flawless skin. And I'm going to do some specific person videos, record them this afternoon. So expect to see those soon. And I love all of you. Thank you so much for coming. I am Veronica. You can email me at veronicaisles@gmail.com. My website where you can get one-on-one coaching, veronicaisles.com. I am on Instagram. It's fun. I like posting pictures. What else? I have 5 ebooks available on Amazon, and just have a lovely day. I hope this inspired you. I hope you feel like you can go get it and just be successful. Because why not? Tell a better story. Turn off of that horror station. Get on the Hallmark love station where you're the girl that or the guy that gets everything. Like that fairy tale ending. Why not? You can think and dream up anything. Why not do that? Have a beautiful day. And yes, everyone is you pushed out. You can't believe in the law of attraction without that. Let me give another kiss. I just had to say that. I saw that, so I just had to say, okay, bye. It's like 20 kisses today. Yeah, bye. See you later.